Welcome back, everyone, to 3-Minute Expert. Everyone is familiar with the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya's ending, Hare Hare Yukai, and its oh so popular dance. No, seriously, everyone. But Lord knows that's not the only dancing anime out there, so I thought I'd spotlight a few that have either their own complete dance numbers or at least some really killer moves. The first good example I could find of this comes from the ecchi comedy Ping Pong Club, which features members of the club and other members of the cast doing a particularly odd little movement and calling it a new dance. 10 years before the Hare Hare Yukai craze, there was Kodomo no Omocha, which is a wacky comedy about this child star and her less than impressed classmate. But the opening sequence for the show was called Ultra Relax, and it was anything but. Jumping forward a few years, Super Gals is an anime that revolves around the subculture of Kogals in Tokyo, and its opening featured some Pada Pada movements. Some of you may be familiar with them because of the Pada Pada Paradise, but basically the idea was that you had prescribed movements to a bunch of songs, so when you went to a club, everyone was doing the same dance synchronized. One of my favorite dance sequences comes from the opening of Tenjo Tenge, which moves even further into the style of anime characters dancing like real humans would by bringing in some breakdancing. Now we'll jump back to Hare Hare Yukai, which was dreamed up by young anime director Yutaka Yamamoto. Now, one of the coolest things about Hare Hare Yukai that I think made it so hugely popular was it was pretty much the first such dance in kind of the internet age to be really completely replicatable. Yamamoto continued his dancing success with the opening sequence of his following series, Lucky Star. And he came full circle with the opening for his next show, Kannagi, for which he actually hired a choreographer who works with J-pop idols for their stage movements. And now the floodgates have been opened. From shoujo drama like Paradise Kiss to kiddie comedy Sergeant Frog, anime dance mania is here to stay. And now I'll leave you with what is probably the most recognized anime geek dance craze. I'm hoping that if I bring it up here, it'll finally make it uncool so people will stop doing it at cons. And that, of course, is Caramel Dancin'. And no, I am not going to do any of these dances for your amusement.